Solo board gaming night here, and I just want to say I know it's been a long while, but I'm back and I truly am glad to be back here with you all making board game videos. I hope you all enjoy the video. There is so much here to unbox. I have no idea how to even get this started, but I think that the best thing to do is try to clear out some space here so that I have enough room to work with. Alright, I'm going to actually start working my way up. So let me start with all the small little scenarios that were available during both the core and the Encore and Off the Rails campaigns. So let's go ahead and start with the dog catcher. This is one that really caught my attention very early on, and it was pretty cool because there was actually a little contest during the campaign that was being done to see which dogs would make it into the final product. So that's pretty cool to see how that turned out. So let me go ahead and just pull out the scenario book. I'm not going to get too much into it because I want to avoid spoilers for you and also for myself. I'm really big on spoilers. I hate being spoiled, so I'm going to put that to the side. Here we have some more acrylic bases. We have some skill cards. Oh, there's one of the puppies. And you know what? I'm not going to open it right now. And here we have the actual dogs that I was talking about. This was actually voted for by the community back when the campaign was up, and I think that's really cool. It's also neat to notice I'd like to point out that this is the first time I've seen acrylic standees in a way that you have to pop them out. I've never done it before, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little worried about messing it up, but I'm pretty sure it'll all be okay. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can take a look at the next campaign. Now, this is the Seance Scenario, and to be honest, I really don't know a lot about this one. I just want to say I love the artwork. The artwork is one of the biggest standout features, I believe, of Vagrant Song. But yeah, I don't know much about this Seance Scenario, but let's open it up and see what it's like. Well, we have a few more skill cards, some ritual cards. I'm not going to open these again. I don't want to get spoiled. Here's another standee and base for the Haint. And like always, I really love the way these acrylic standees look. I'm a huge fan of miniatures, but there's something about the way the acrylic standees look in this game that really... It really does something for me. I truly appreciate it. It pops. The art looks great. I mean, there's just so much to praise about it. I'm going to see right here. There's the scenario book. And just like the previous one, I'm not going to... Oh, look at this art. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of art that really captivates my imagination. It captures my... It kind of just... I just love everything about it, from the colors to just the actual art style itself. It's really cool. But yeah, other than that, it's just a regular old scenario book. Nothing that I can really talk much about other than I wonder if it's any good. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this away and I'll be right back. Now, this is a scenario that really calls my interest. It's Amigo and the Devil. And during the campaign, it was the scenario that stood out to me, you know, apart from the main scenarios, of course. But it's a scenario that stood out to me the most. Let me get this open so I could show it to you. Yeah, just taking a look at the back, I really like the artwork. But let's go ahead and let's see what we have here. We have the standees, and oh, this one comes with a board of some sort along with the scenario book. So that's kind of interesting. I'll get to that in a second. But here's the standees. This is what I'm talking about. This looks so cool. The guy over here on the right hand side now with the banjo rocking out. It's so cool. And then the devil with the contract. I guess he signs a deal. with the bases. This one looks interesting. Here are the skill cards and more ritual cards, like always. I'm not gonna look into those, but I'm really excited to play this scenario in particular. I think it's gonna be awesome. And just like the other ones, oh my goodness, look at this. Come on, tell me this doesn't look amazing. This is awesome artwork. Now I don't know who's the illustrator of this of this game, but my goodness, I'm gonna look into it. That person is incredibly talented. I mean, check this out. I'm telling you, really excited to play this. And this one has a board. Oh, it's cool. So the Haint's gonna have some sort of special oh, and it's a thick board. Check that out. Cool. These are the movements that he's gonna do. Over here, oh, there's a bingo card. This is gonna be so cool. I'm really excited to get my hands on this. It might be one of the first things I do. I really think that's gonna happen. Anyway, let me put this away and I'll be right back. Alright, well, I'm not gonna go too much into detail with... Ooh, what's here? No, it's alright. I'm not gonna go too into detail with this rulebook. It's the version 1.1 rulebook, but I really don't feel like going too much into detail with that, so I'm gonna move on. These are, I think these are the same in-between cards that you get from Encore. The difference is that, oh, here, I want to tell you something. A lot of people watch my videos, and they want to know which cards I use. Now, sleeves I use. Well, for these, I use the 73 by 122 tarot cards. And I like to use the clear cards. Let me just make sure that I'm right here, and it's the actual size, because I don't want to say something and then be wrong. Although this game, you don't really need to shuffle that much. You might not need it here, but yeah, I was right. It's the tarot cards that I just showed you. These sleeves are great. They're clear, they're matte, and for the camera, they look good. It also helps when you're playing. It doesn't have the glare from the light. So it's my preferred type of cards. So sleeves to use anyway. So yeah, that's that. Let me put this away. And let's see here. Yeah, just so you know, 73 by 122, they're tarot cards. Doesn't have to be Gamegenics. It's just what I like to use and what I usually use for pretty much every single game I showcase here for the most part. And then here goes, oh yeah, there's a coin. This was part of one of the unlocks that you get during the campaign, and it's a metal coin actually, and it's really cool. It says in silver Ferryman we trust, which is, it feels high quality. It has a little bit of weight to it, not too much, but it does feel, it feels high quality. The silver Ferryman, that's really cool. It's pretty thick too. It looks like an actual silver dollar. It's really cool. I like it. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be used in the game. They mentioned it, but I forgot. And I guess this card is going to be the junk card that I'm going to use to be able to make that coin work and integrate it into the game. Let me go ahead and see which sleeve size. This one, the mini cards, I use the Mini American 44 by 67. Let me just double check like before. It's been a while since I've done this, and I'm kind of just doing this off the cuff right here. I want to make sure, and it looks like it is. Yeah, it is. That's the one. That's the one I use. Now, I will say again, you might not need to sleeve these cards because you don't have to shuffle them. So when I'm putting this away in the big box, if I have trouble actually putting it away, I might just unsleeve them if I have to, because I could probably go without sleeving these cards. So yeah, once again, Mini American 44 by 67 for the mini cards in Vagrant Song. Hope that helps. Let me go ahead and pull all this off to the side, and I'll be right back. Now, this was a pin that was included for signing up following the campaign, I believe, or for backing the project within the first day or two. I don't remember how that was, but I know that it's something along the line like that. But yeah, this is just a pin. Am I going to use it and put it somewhere like to go outside with? Absolutely not. But I mean, it's heavy. It feels very quality. I mean, it's a cool little novelty to have. I'm just going to put it somewhere in my board game room. I don't know where, but it looks cool. I actually kind of like it. Not to wear, but I just like to have. Let's see what else we got here. Give me 1 second. Here's actually the miniature of DC. It's one of the characters in the game. It usually pops out during the in-between sequences of the game. But yeah, this is just like an unlock, I guess. I don't really remember that well, but it looks pretty nice. It looks exactly the way I would have expected DC to look in miniature form. The thing with this game is, although I love the miniatures, there's something about those acrylic standees that I really appreciate. Now, this is something I really want to show you. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. These are glow-in-the-dark dice. Yeah, can you play the game in the dark? Absolutely not. But as a novelty, if you want to turn off the lights, oh, it looks actually pretty cool. I do like the way they feel. They're not too heavy. They're not too light. It looks like they're going to do the job just fine. And it's just going to be a fun little novelty to have. I kind of like this. It reminds me of the Scooby-Doo board game cover that glows in the dark just because, I guess. And then we have the Neoprene dice tray. Now, this is cool. This was included with that campaign as well. And it's not stitched on the edges, which is kind of a bummer to me. But I mean, if you know what a neoprene mat feels like, then you know what this feels like. This one's pretty cool. I'll definitely be using this while I'm playing Vagrant Song. As a matter of fact, since I have some dice here, why don't I just go ahead and just test it? Why not, right? Might as well. And there you go. Nice. Yeah, I like it. Definitely I'll be using it for this game. I hope I could figure out a way to put it inside of the storage box once I'm done here. Once again, I wish it was just stitched along the sides like Chip Theory Games does that, and I guess they've spoiled me when it comes to that. So yeah, let me put this away and I'll be back. Here I have the neoprene mat. To be honest with you, and this is me being 100% honest, if this wasn't included in the bundle that I chose, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. Not because I don't like it. I actually really do like it. Look at this. It's awesome. But the thing is, the board does such a good job doing what it does. So I didn't feel that there was a need for a mat for this. But now that I have it, I'm definitely going to use this because it does look cool. I'm having a little trouble with my back, so I'm not going to be able to really show it off. But trust me, it looks like the board. It looks cool. If you're into neoprene mats and neoprene boards, I think this will work. It looks great. I just like the regular board for some reason, but this is pretty much the same thing, just neoprene mat. I have to flatten it out. Usually I put it under the bed for a couple of days or a week or so, and it flattens out, and then I don't have to worry about those edges that are rolled up. And that's usually what I do. So yeah, that's the neoprene mat. I'll be right back. Now, unlike the neoprene mat, this Bindle was a definite, much needed upgrade. Now, here are all the acrylic tokens in the game. I'm not going to take them all out now, but yeah, they're nice. They're nice and thick. They're going to be perfect to shuffle in the bag. But yeah, going back to that Bindle is a much needed upgrade. If you remember the old one, you couldn't even fit your hand in it. But yeah, here all these look like the terrain environmental tokens. These are the event tokens and the character tokens as well. I forgot the Haint events or something. I forgot what that was. But yeah, this Bindle is more like it. The design fits the theme. My hand fits in the Bindle. I can shuffle, shake. I can do what I gotta do while I play this game. So I'll be getting rid of that other bag that I bought because I couldn't fit my hand in the other bindle. And I'll be using this bindle instead. It's got a little tie top. I like that. Very nice bindle. Very happy with it. I'm glad that this was included as an upgrade. Much needed upgrade. Now for this part, I'm gonna be honest. I was much more excited for these miniatures when I thought there was an opportunity to unlock all the Haints. But we only got the Vagrants and the Westbound Vagrant Miniatures unlocked during the campaign. That was a huge bummer. At the end of the day, though, I think it was for the better because this game, like I mentioned earlier, really shines with, or when it comes to the actual acrylic standees. So let's go ahead and open the Vagrants first. And let's see what we have. I don't like when they use soft boxes like this for miniatures because they can damage while you use them and rip, and I don't like that, but that's what we got, but that's okay. So we have the Wayfarer. This is a cool character. What I like about him is he has his pet bird on his shoulder, and I think that's so cool. I really just like, oh, look at the detail. I mean, it looks pretty awesome. Considering it's not the acrylic standee and it's not painted, it looks really awesome. It looks very close to what the original picture of the Wayfarer looked like. This is really cool. I like this. So far, now I'm starting to really wish that maybe we would have unlocked. Oh, here we go. This is the Songsmith. And it looks kind of weird in in miniature, but it's actually kind of cool at the same time. The way he whistles, I really like that. This is a cool miniature. I really like that. Oh, look at that. He's even got patches under his elbow and whatnot. This is so cool. It's actually a really well done miniature. Surprisingly so. It's actually very close to the 2D counterpart. I really do think it looks so cool. You gotta love the whistle. Oh, that's so neat. I liked it. Alright, then we have, I think her name was the Cursebearer. Yeah, I never really used her much, but yeah, she looks pretty good too. I still like, I think so far, the Songsmith and the Wayfarer better. But she still looks, I mean, she looks pretty good too. Yeah. This is really cool. Oh, man. It's a little wobbly. That kind of stinks. Well, you know, the warm water and let's bend a trick. It'll work. I'll fix it. I've done it with many miniatures. The Runaway is being a little bit resilient with me. A second. So here we go. We have the Runaway. Now this is another miniature that actually looks really good. It looks really good. It's pretty close to its 2D counterpart. Look at that detail. It's really cool. So far, I think this might be my second favorite. I really like her. This is really well done. I'm starting to really feel bad that they weren't able to get all the other miniatures because they ended up doing a pretty good job. Look, there's a patch in the knee. This is, I'm sorry I'm taking my time, but I mean, look at the hair. This is so cool. Yeah, she seems like she's pretty close to the 2D counterpart for what matters. I mean, this is a really well done 3D miniature. Like all of them pretty much are pretty well done. Oh, here's the Empress. Yeah, she's cool. She's got her umbrella. That's good, man. I really like the way they did her hair. It just looks really well done. I was wondering, were they going to be able to pull off bringing the characters from 2D acrylic look to an actual 3D miniature, and I'm gonna say they did a really, really good job. A slightly different pose there, but overall, I mean, I guess depending on what angle you put it. But yeah, overall, very good. Then we have the Revivalist, and he's kind of like the healer. Yeah, he's got his little book under his arm, and he's got a satchel. I like the way his trench coat is kind of just like flailing in the wind. That's really cool. I like his mustache, his hair too. Like, they did a good job with the hair. Yeah, look at that. Look, he's wearing his rosary. Wow, this is some impressive miniature work. I'm really impressed. Wow. Really good stuff. I really, really like this so far. Oh, and here we have the Runaway's puppy. That's pretty cool. It's a little bigger, I think, than the maybe my memory's playing tricks on me. It's a little bigger, I believe, than the actual acrylic standee, but look, it still has the ascot around its neck. Yeah, well done. I like it. I really do like it. This is pretty awesome. I have been thoroughly impressed with pretty much every single miniature that has been included. Sadly, they're the only miniatures, well, apart from what I'm going to show you next. But yeah, let me go ahead and put this away. I'll be right back. Now, here's the final box of miniatures. It's actually the Westbound version of the Vagrants. This one's really interesting because there's some tricky poses that I'm really wondering if they were able to pull off. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if they actually did pull it off. And once again, I'm really not a fan of this paper thin almost box because it's gonna get wear and tear. It's gonna get damaged. It's just not going to last as long as regular thicker boxes would. It's a shame, especially since they're miniatures, but with that little event out of the way, excuse me. Yeah, let's take a look at it, and let's look at them one by one. We have, excuse me, the Empress. Her Westbound looks pretty, a little different than I remember, but it still looks really good. I really like it, with the ghosts coming out from the ground. I think her pose is different. I might be wrong. I don't remember, but it doesn't look bad. It looks really good. Once again, for a 3D miniature, it looks really great. Overall, I am very, very happy with these miniatures so far. They're all pretty great. I'm going to ask that you ignore the walking up top. I'm so sorry. And you're going to hear the heater a little bit. But here, let's go back to the Wayfarer. Now, this is so cool. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. Man, look at the bird. This is so well done. That bird looks so awesome. I mean, this is great. It's a bittersweet. Satchel's great. This is a bittersweet feeling because I like the acrylics, but some of these miniatures are awesome too. It's just I like them both, and it's one of those things I really can't choose one over the other. I'll choose the acrylic because on this game it fits, but still these miniatures are so good. They're nice. Oh, and here we have the Cursebearer. Oh, this one's cool. This one looks pretty close to what I remember. Yeah, she looks close to what I remember it looked like when she's in Westbound. Yeah, this is really cool. I really like this. She has awesome detail. The chair in the back doesn't have as much, but it still looks really good. It looks really, really good. I wonder what painters would be able to do with this. I'm not painting this. I refuse. It's just too difficult for me to do it. But yeah, overall, this looks awesome. This looks really, really good. I sound like a broken record, but yeah. speaking the truth. And here comes the Songsmith. Check this out. Oh man, that's how they did it. Yeah, look at the ghost coming out. I mean, considering they had to interpret this in the 2D image to 3D, this looks really, really cool. Man, it's coming out of the banjo. I didn't think they would pull it off. Look at that. Wow, yeah. Oh man, I like this one. This one's cool. Oh yeah, I think Songsmith is my favorite so far. He's been my favorite. I've liked the Runaway as well. Let's see. Oh, the Revivalist. The Revivalist. Oh, look, he's got the skeletal look, like kind of Jack Skellington. Oh, yeah, that's cool. And once again, his hair. His hair is spot on. Look at his hands. His like, bony hands. Oh, this is really, really well. The detail in the hands actually really good. Not many miniatures pull off hands really well. This one, these miniatures pull off hands really, really well. The designs on his coat, the flower, because on his token he's got the flower, if you remember, for those of you that have played it. This is really, really cool. Oh, this one was really good. I really like this one. Wow, good job. That was not easy to pull off. Oh my goodness, look at the Runaway and the dog holding her down, the puppy holding her down by her foot. This is it. This is the best one. This is hands down the best miniature out of all the miniatures that I've been showing off right now. This is the one I love. The second comes Songsmith, and then the Revivalist. The Westbound Revivalist was good, but this takes the cake. This is really, really good. Just look at that. Wow, they actually pulled it off. Yeah, there were a few of them that I was wondering, and one was Songsmith, and the second one was Runaway, and they absolutely pulled it off. Great job. Standing ovation for me. Wow, that was awesome. And here is DC. Another DC, a different pose. She's sitting now. I mean, there you go. Yeah, it looks like DC. If you know, you know. Yeah. Not my favorite, only because, you know, the other ones, the Runaway and the Songsmith. Wow, that's really well done. But like I mentioned earlier, DC looks the way I would have expected DC to look in 3D, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way and I'll be back. Alright, I'll be right back. And here's the actual big box, when it comes to expansions at least. This is the reason all of us backed what we backed when the campaign started, and I don't know when it's going to come out to retail, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come out to retail sometime soon. So let me just get this unwrapped and let's start taking a look at what I like to do most is actually take a look at the actual art, because this is some awesome art. It's really minimal in the way that it's just a train going over the moon, but you gotta admit, it's awesome. It just looks so good. I've said it in my review like 100 times, but oh look, there I am. Hi. Yeah, look at the art on the side of the boxes. Yeah, I mean this is cool. Sadly, I'm not going to be showing off the box on the shelves because I have the big box that I'm gonna store in a minute to show you how it's done. So yeah, I won't be I won't be putting away the box on the shelf, but I definitely do like the box art. I like how it looks. If I were to have it put on my shelf, I would have definitely shown it. I'll probably just have it in my board game room somewhere. I'm not gonna throw this box away at all. No way. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna show off the game. The back looks cool. Excuse me. Here's a Honeyman bad guy. This is gonna be a fun game. I can't wait to go up against after I do that Amigo for and the Devil. I'm gonna jump into this right away. I'm not gonna do the one-offs yet. I'll do the one-offs when I want to show the game off to somebody, but I won't do the one-offs until, you know, I'll be playing this game. I'll be playing it for the story. Oh look, the inside. Yeah, cool. The first one had one too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is cool. For those that care and like those little touches, I tend to like them. I appreciate it when a box is made with care, and this is definitely a box that was made with care. Here's the rulebook. Like before, I'm not really gonna get into it. Just flip through it really quick, but there's nothing here. In the first book, there were some things that I don't want to share. Yeah. I'm gonna just put this away, and let's move on. Oh, look, they did it again. The acrylic standees are actually, you get to pop them out. I'm a little worried about that, but I'm gonna try it out, and hopefully it works. I'll let you know. I'll update you if I remember. If it's difficult, you know what I hate doing with these acrylic standees? Excuse me. I hate. There's a film that you have to peel off, but you won't know that you have to peel it off unless you know, because you'll notice that if you don't peel that film off, the acrylic standee just won't look as clear as it should look. And every time I'm peeling those standees, my fingernails always hurt. I always leave my fingernails a little long because the things that I do, I like to have a little bit of grip with a little bit of nail. It makes just my life a little bit easier. But oh look, this. I hope it's not ripped. I hope it's just that film that I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me check this out right in front of everybody to see, and we could use it to be able to figure out how this works. Let's see. I really hope this didn't. Should I do the whole thing? How does this work? I just don't want to damage it. I really don't want to damage it. Let me see, just... Okay. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, you just push it out. Oh, this is weird. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, okay, so you just pull it all off? Oh, look, they're all coming out. Oh, that was easy. I'm not scared anymore. All right, cool. Worry not, people. Does it still have a film on the other side? I wonder. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see. This is real time. You're actually seeing what it is that I would do when I'm on my own. I just want to make sure this one's not damaged, because I saw it looked like it was cracked, and I want to make sure that if I pull off the film, it doesn't break on me, because that would stink. I mean, I would just contact, but oh, I see. Let me try the other side before I come to a conclusion. Let me just make sure 100%. I'll just have to contact Weird Games and go through the process of getting a new one if I have to, I suppose. I just wish I didn't have to. Let's see. Here he goes. Let's see. Oh no, it's good. It's good. It was just a film. It's kind of satisfying, but it's hard to do all of them. Yeah, it's good. Let me see if I could just show it off. I mean, I might as well that I did it, right? There, it's not there anymore. It was just the film. Yeah, this side's a little bit rougher, and the other side's the smooth and the clear looking part. I almost want to do the same with the other ones, but I don't think I'm going to now. But here's the other Haint. Those two seem to be like the main ones. Oh, this one's cool. I remember seeing that one in the campaign. I liked it. It caught my attention. That one's cool. I like that one. And this one's the one, the honey. I remember that they had this one on the page as well. I'm really excited to try. Oh, look, they gave you actually the Westbound Vagrants here. I just noticed it. And I was pointing it at the camera, and I just noticed it because I was like just talking. Look at that. All right, cool. Yeah, see that's cool too. That you could have you can have the acrylic version and the miniature, so you could choose whatever you like most. I think this one's the main baddie. I'm not sure. This or the Moth. Maybe the Moth. I'm not sure. Here's the Cursebearer. Yeah. It looks cool in acrylic. I still kind of like the acrylics. This game does acrylics really, really well. It's just a film that's going to be a pain to get out. Knowing me with my OCD, I'll end up doing it before I'm done with the unboxing, but I'll probably do it off camera. The Empress. Oh, she looks cool here. I like how the Empress looks more in the acrylic standee than she does to be honest, than she does in the miniature. Here's the honey. The Honey Man, I don't know his name. I'll just call him the Honey Man. Reminds me of that Nicolas Cage movie. Alright, the Revivalist. Yeah, he looks cool. The Revivalist miniature looks really good too. But the acrylic looks nice as well. What I like about the 3D miniature is obviously you can see how they look all around, like in the back and the front, which is kind of cool. I think DC looks better in an acrylic, to be honest. DC looks much better as an acrylic standee. And then the Runaways, I mean, they both look good. I love the art of the Runaway, either way you look at it, but the 3D miniature of the Runaway is awesome. I really want to see somebody paint the Runaway, the Westbound version of Runaway. I would love to see what people come up with. That'd be fun to watch. It's going to be one of those things I doom scroll through once people get their hands on it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll be right back. So actually, here's the scenario book for Encore. Man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to play this game. You see, things like this are the reason that I get hyped to play this game. I'm seriously hyped to play this game. There's a reason why I love Vagrant Song, and I know I've said it like maybe 30 times already this whole entire unboxing video, but the artwork in this game, it resonates with me. I really love it. I love everything about it. Here's some tokens, which I'm probably not going to use because I have the acrylic tokens, but there they are. I mean, for those of you that want to see, I'll just show you both sides, but I almost don't even like looking at the tokens because I just want it to happen while I'm playing the game. No, it's weird, but that's just how I am. Here's some cards, baggage cards. Actually, this is the first time I think I've seen standard size cards in this game. They've all been miniature cards or the tarot side cards and the character cards, obviously, but I've not seen any standard card type games for this game yet. I tried to see if I could find some card sleeves, but I'm sure this is the standard size card sleeves. I don't have to check. I mean, I'm just pretty sure. I guess that's going to be my excuse. Now, these are the actual, the other cards these are the same cards that I showed you before, but one has a foil cover on it. You see the foil, the rainbow stuff coming out on it. And this one's just the one that came with the actual game. The foil is what comes if you were part of the campaign, but I'm guessing the cards are going to be the same. They stick, which stinks, but oh well. Here's more bases. You got to be careful when you pull apart these cards. Here's some dice, more dice. The cards, you kind of have to slam them on the table so a little bit so that they can loosen up, and then carefully peel them apart so that you don't damage them. For some reason, this game has that problem. Yeah, here's the regular dice. Just dice. They're the same as the other one, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like they're the same. They might, no, they seem the same. And then we got some cards. This is gonna be like the ritual cards. It's gonna be the skill cards and the junk cards, and I don't think I'm gonna open those. Number one, because chances are they're probably gonna be stuck together. Cadence cards and more. What is that? Aren't they the same as ritual cards? I don't know, but I'm just gonna leave it. That's what that is. And that's pretty much about it. That's all that was in the Encore box. Yeah, so I do like the insert, which is really cool, but they don't fit. If you want to sleeve your cards, they won't fit sleeved. But since I'm going to put it all inside of that big box right there, it's not going to really have to matter. Although this game, like I mentioned before, you don't really have to sleeve the cards. There's no shuffling involved. Alright, actually, this is the moment that I've been really most excited about because I want to see how things actually fit in this box. Now, I will say right off the bat that the back is cool, but the design of this box overall, it seems a little, doesn't it look, I don't know, simple? Like, nothing really going on other than just Vagrant Song. It's a shame because I think that's a missed opportunity. With so much art, you'd think that they'd be able to do an awesome box for this big box storage solution, but, well, I mean, hey, look, we have something on the inside, but you're not looking in the inside that much. But I mean, hi. But you know, it's at least it's something. It's something, I guess. But oh, there's some sort of, like, it's bubbly, like it's a bubble. There's an air pocket in there or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just, that's kind of an ugly box. Let's just call it like it is. It's an ugly box. So let's figure out how this is gonna work. There's gonna be 2 layers, I know, of insert. So we're gonna have to figure out how this whole entire game is gonna fit in these 2 layers of. Oh, I could tell you for a fact that the vagrants are gonna fit in there, and I guess the cards are gonna be here. Huh? Will it all fit? Will it all fit sleeved? Although this game, yeah, let's see. These are the vagrants. There's six vagrants cases, and then cards, and obviously this is gonna be for the tokens. And I'm guessing the top part is gonna be for like well, my camera cut out. Either way, I found out that the vagrant, their cards, base, tokens, pretty much your progress fits in those little boxes with the little cover that you put on them. And there's 6 of them, 1 for each vagrant. They fit on the very bottom of the storage box. These are the off the rails cards. They're from the actual off the rails expansion. Those cards were stuck together, but I figured it out, and those go there. This is going to be the Seance Scenario and all the cards that come with it. And those scenario cards go here. Alright, then we're going to have, those are the pup scenario cards, the dog catcher one. And those actually go right here. These are the shadow scenario cards. And those cards are actually going to go right here. Then we're going to have the Seance Scenario. And the cards from the Seance Scenario, all of those cards are going to fit right there. These are the bonus scenario cards from the very first box. And those scenario cards are going to fit right here. These are the in-between cards from the core box. And the in-between cards are going to fit nicely right here. And then that's followed by the actual Encore cards, the in-between cards from the Encore box, and all of those cards are going to fit right next to the core box cards right there. Then we're going to have all the skills and all the junk cards from the core game, and those are going to fit here. Now, the problem here is they did not fit sleeved, but since this game doesn't have shuffling, it doesn't matter, and it all works fine for me. Now, these are the only standard cards that came in the new box, and those standard cards are here. That's the only slot that fits standard cards, so that's that. These are the ritual cards from the core game, and the ritual cards from the core game fit inside right there. Then we have the Malady, the Cadence, and the Seance cards. These were also from the first game, and those cards fit right next to the ritual cards from the core box. Then we have the ritual cards from the Encore and the Cadence from the Encore box, and those actually go right there. And then we have some of the soul skill cards, and the soul skill cards actually fit right there. Then you're going to have your junk and your skill cards, and your junk and skill cards are going to fit right there. And that's it for the bottom part. You just put the lid for that, and you insert the top part of the shelf, and this is where we're going to start putting all the tokens. Now, what's cool is that we're going to have all the Rummage tokens that are the acrylic tokens. We're going to put those inside of the Bindle, and after we do that, we could go ahead and put the Bindle right here on this part of the top layer. Then all those little heart and the Haint heart tracker, you could put it right here. I found that that's the best place for it to fit. Now, the good thing is that we don't have to get rid of our original cardboard tokens, so the Rummage cardboard tokens can all be placed right here. And then we're going to be able to have the core event tokens, the Malady token, and the off-the-rails generic tokens, and all of those tokens are going to fit right above the Rummage tokens. The core terrain tokens, the Haint mood token, and the target priority tokens are all going to fit nicely right in this area. The core Haint tokens and the track markers from the original game are actually going to fit right in this little area right here. The off-the-rails XY tokens, the moon tokens, and the poisonberry rummage tokens are going to go right below that right here. Now, these are the Encore generic coins, the turn tracker, and the terrain tokens, and all of those tokens are going to fit right here. These are the bases for the Vagrants and the Haints, and good luck taking the film out. Those bases are all going to fit right here. Then we're going to have the event acrylic tokens, and those event acrylic tokens are going to fit right in this area. We're going to have the actual terrain and the Haint mood special targeting, all of that. Those acrylic tokens fit right here. The acrylic Haint effect tokens and the track markers are going to fit right in this slot right here. And these are the acrylic generic tokens, and those acrylic generic tokens are all going to fit in this area here. Moving on to the Haints, this is going to depend on how you want to do it, but I ended up putting them together. So the core Haints, I put them all in this area here. I ended up placing all of the Encore Haints right above the core Haints right here. And then when it came to the scenarios I separated them. So I put the scenarios, the bigger ones, I put on the longer side, and you see the little puppies right there. I ended up putting the glow-in-the-dark dice, and I placed them right above the Haints in this area right here. And I did the same thing with the black dice. Now, there's two of those black dice, so I just put both pairs of those black dice right on top of the glow-in-the-dark dice. And then the regular core box die, I just ended up putting it with the same dice. Now, that bonus DC miniature that I got, What I did with that, I put it in that same spot where I had the little heart and the Haint heart. And when it came to that $50 gold coin, I just put it right next to the bases for the Vagrants. After that, I grabbed all of the character cards, the big ones, and I laid those right on top, right here. Then I put the scenario book and the rule books and closed the lid, and that was the whole entire section there. Now on top of that, I put the bonus scenarios. I ended up putting the board itself, and then I put the dice tray there as well. And after almost 4 hours, I was finally able to fit the entirety of Vagrant Song inside the big box. And I hope this part of the video helped you store your game of Vagrant Song inside the big box as well. Well, I hope you had fun watching this unboxing of all the new stuff that came out for Vagrant Song when it comes to Encore and Off the Rails. This was Solo Board Gaming Night. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you and everyone else has a great game night. Take care, Solo Knights. I'm so happy to be back. Oh, it feels so good.